Welcome back to You Cannot Be Serious with your man on the mic, Big Daddy Bling, and with my main man, Aussie Villain, now GMing at the Cubs. I want to know out there, Blingland, what do you think of this move? First up, we have Wendy from Ohio. Wendy, you're on the air with Bling.
Big Daddy, this message is from my husband, Randy, who won't answer his phone. We need milk, so if you want dinner tonight, pick some.
But Wendy, what about my man Villain at the Cubs?
I don't care about baseball.
Next, we have Justin from New York. Justin, you're on the air with Bling. I just want to say that Jacob deGrom is a piece of crap, but I do fully believe in the word of our Lord and Savior, Justin Verlander, and I still think the Mets can win this year. Let's go, Mets! Let's go, Mets! Let's go, Mets! Oh, thank you, Justin. Next up, we have Randy from Ohio. Randy, you're on the air with Bling. Love the show, Big Daddy. Can you just let my wife Wendy know that I will pick up milk, and if she can make a pie for dessert, I would be much obliged. But what about the new GM at the Cubs? I'm a Reds fan, so I hope he sucks.
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is opening day. We are going to be facing the Milwaukee Brewers and, well, let's hope we can get off to a winning start here. So let's have a look at the team that we have. We have made one signing, who is, I'll catch you up on sooner rather than later. It's a familiar name though, and I'm sure, it's going to be confusing for some Cubs fans. But yeah, you can see here, we are not the strongest team going around. Dansby Swanson is obviously very good. Seiya Suzuki is what's that, above average? And or maybe good, and then you can see here a couple of average guys, and then, well, the rest is not particularly good. I remain hopeful. We can resurrect Cody Bellinger's career. I'd really like that to be sort of a little side hustle of the series, to be honest. We do have a quick look at the team chemistry. No bad people here, sort of behind my head, the other ones, but we've got 3 captains, 2 leaders, a spark plug, and a prankster. So we've got everything covered, which is excellent. Now, the player that we did get in on a free agent signing, I'm not sure that in football it'd be a free agent, but yeah, a free transfer. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's a free agent signing or free transfer. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's Stephen Brault. He's back, gone for a couple of months, and yeah, with 1.1 million for the year, which I think is absolutely fine. He's a relatively solid pitcher. He's going to go into our starting rotation, and hopefully he'll. Well, I mean, he wasn't bad last year. I mean, he only had 9 innings pitched, but. Yeah, well, we'll see what we get with him anyway. It doesn't look like he's had much of a career in Major League Baseball. Maybe he's not particularly injury prone. Bit of a strange one, but attribute-wise anyway, he looks like he should be quite a solid opener. That's cricket. I get better, I promise. Quite a promising starter. Now let's go and have a look at. We'll start with our opening day rosters. Now, unfortunately, there are no spring training numbers to put up, and it's really made it difficult to try and decide, who is going to be on the roster. So it's pretty much what we had originally. The only change is Brault coming in, and one of the relievers, just dropped out. Oh, and I think Nick, this guy, is somebody that I've brought in as well. So, yeah, I mean, there's no point. I won't bother editing a scroll in because you can't see anything anyway. It's all zeros. But yeah, he's the guy that's come in, and we'll just see what he does. He's another one borderline starter, and we'll put him in the bullpen, see how he does. If we go back and have a look at the hitters here, and again, I haven't changed anything. There's a couple that I'm thinking. Tucker Barnhart, I thought I recognised him, and we had him at the Tigers this time last year in playing out the Park Baseball 23. So again, I'm going to have to try and get rid of him. And we do have a young guy that's ready to go, just about, I'd say. Eric Hosmer, I think we'll let go at some point this season, whether it be at the end of it or halfway through, because Marvis and Rios are both decent first basemen as well. And everybody else, the plan is just to sort of give them a chance and see what happens. Now, where we did make a lot of changes was the coaching staff. So you'll notice there's a number of new names here. Another Australian flag, which is very nice. It's will be a familiar name from the Tiger series as well. Basically, the coaching staff here was, I don't want to say pathetic, but it was truly horrid. I mean, there were coaches that would just pour everything. So we sacked a lot of people. We've got a lot of people in, and I'm hoping it's going to really help us, start to develop players and, get a team together sooner rather than later that's going to be able to challenge at the top. I decided to stick with Dave Ross. The main reason for that, not that he's a particularly great sort of coaching manager. We don't know what he's like as a manager just quite yet, but this is the reason here: good relationships. So I didn't see a sense in getting rid of him whilst that was the case. So yeah, he's going to have a chance to see what he can do with an Aussie villain Cubs side. Now let's have a look and see what the game thinks we're going to do this year. So of course we're in the National League this time around, so we're going to have to scroll down, but there is the American League sort of preview for everybody if you're interested in that. And we will go down now to the National League and have a look at what is expected from us. And well, the short answer is not a great deal. A 70 and 92 side. I'm hoping we're better than that. It's going to be a long season for us all to watch. None of the top hitters, none of the top pitchers projected to be our boys. So yeah, we just need to make this is a growing year, isn't it? So hopefully we can get some growing done. We do have a few players to come back from injury as well. Kyle Hendricks is a starting pitcher in theory. He's on 14 million, so he is definitely a starting pitcher. But yeah, he's somebody that can come back in for us and strengthen us through the year. A couple of bullpen guys. Ethan Roberts, who pitched a little bit last season, not to any great effect. We've got Cody Hauer, I'm not quite sure how you would say that. Again, hasn't done much in Major League Baseball. His first season was pretty good, 2020. Brandon Hughes looks like he could be a very useful bullpen pitcher for us, so we'll look forward to getting him back. He's not out for long, only about four more days or so he will be back sooner rather than later. And of course, the one we are very much looking forward to getting back is Seiya Suzuki. He was very good for me at the Mets all those years ago, if you were watching the channel back then. And even just looking at the attributes here, very, very solid bat, excellent arm in right field. He's gonna improve us when he comes back, but about 3 more weeks for him. But that's everybody. Let's go and have a look at the lineups for this opening day match at Wrigley against Milwaukee. On your feet, Chicago, and give a big opening day welcome as your Cubs take the field. At first base, it's Eric Hosmer. At second base, it's Nico Horner. At third base, it's Patrick Wisdom. At shortstop, it's Dansby Swanson. In left field, it's Ian Happ. In center field, it's Cody Bellinger. In right field, it's Trey Mancini. The center hitter is Nick Madrigal. Behind the plate, it's Yan Gomez. And tonight's starting pitcher is Marcus Stroman. So I realised now that I had too many players in the on the roster, so we've taken 2 off. Marvis and one of the pitchers as well. Marvis just so he plays basically. But this is these are the lineups. So leading us off as the center hitter is Nick Madrigal. Second baseman is Nico Horner batting second. Hosmer bats third at first. It is Mancini cleaning up in right field. Happ, he bats fifth at left field. Swanson is the man at 6. He's at shortstop. Wisdom bats 7 at third base. Bellinger is 8 at the center fielder. Yan Gomez is the catcher at 9. Marcus Stroman is on the mound for us opening day. We're up against Brendan Woodruff for them, and he is a very, very goodly rated pitcher there. Is he young? 30. I would have thought I would have heard of him. Name doesn't sound familiar though, but I am very much a fair weather fan. So there we go. That is what we're up against. Let's see what we can do here. So welcome to Wrigley for the first time, as we do a quick lap of the outfield and see what we can do here. Interesting that we won all the... there's a couple of ties, but we more or less won all of the hitting matchups, but the pitching matchup looks very, very much in their favour. So it's going to be an interesting game, I think. Luis Alvarez will come in for them now, an 0-2 pitch. And a strikeout for Mr. Stroman, 2 away for Willie Adams now. Let's see what he can do. 2-2 pitch, 2 out, no one on. That should be easy enough. Swanson over to first. Hosmer with the play, and that will be the end of the top of the inning. It is Madrigal now to lead us off. Let's see what he can do. When I was looking sort of through his career, he started... Oh, he's been hit. 2-2 pitch, and they've hit him. He started off really, really well, and then last season, like sort of over 300 hitting for, I think it was his first 2 seasons, and then last season, his 3rd season, was a bit of a struggle as Horner comes in, grounds it to the third baseman, and that might be a double play. And that's a disappointing way for Nico Horner to start life off, isn't it? Hosmer now comes in. An 0-2 pitch. And Hosmer, his first at bat as a Cub, and in a 3-pitch strikeout. Alright, Rowdy Tellez for them. A 1-1 pitch. And a ground ball. First base has it over to the covering pitcher. 1 away. Alright, Willie Contreras comes up now. An 0-2 pitch. And that is hit to center field. Camped underneath it is our center fielder, whose name will return to me. Bellinger, of course it is. And that is 2 away now for Jesse Winkler. They designated a hitter, an 0-2 pitch, and another strikeout for Stroman, and he gets through 2 innings. Not giving up anything. Trey Mancini now to lead us off. It's a full count. Mancini gets it into left field, but it will be caught. And that is 1 away. Ian Happ, free agent into this year. There's a few of you that were saying we need to decide what to do with him. It almost decides where the season goes. What I think I'm going to do, and there was a comment more or less to this effect, is we'll wait till sort of end of May, June, and see how it's going as Swanson gets himself on base for Wisdom to come to the plate. And then we can get an idea of what we're doing. There is a few older guys around, but I get the feeling that this team, although it has 1 or 2 good pieces in place, I mean, certainly defensively that infield looks pretty strong, but as I said before, particularly the middle infield. So, and it's a walk to start off the inning, which isn't ideal. Wimmer comes to the plate and he strikes out for 1 away. So yeah, there is little bits and pieces in place, but ultimately I think we're still a little ways away from being a World Series competing team, as the first hit of the game suddenly has runners at first and second, 1 away. Garrett Mitchell coming up to bat, who was 0 for 1 today. A 2-0 pitch, that might be a double. No, we just get the 1. Runners go to second and third. Could we have got the out at second and maybe had a chance at the double play there? Urias comes up 0 for 1. 2 away, runners at second and third. This is a big at bat. 2-1 pitch up the middle. And that will give the Brewers the lead. It'll be a 2 RBI single. And it seems like all of a sudden that just kind of got away from us. It wasn't going too badly until then. And another hit into center field. And the runner will now be at the corners with 2 away. This inning needs to end, doesn't it? Or it has the potential to really take it away from us. An 0-1 pitch on Tellez. Gets it through. That's going to be 3-0 now. Runner will try for third and get there. Oh dear. William Contreras 0 for 1. Come on, big Marcus. You need to get this one, mate. Is that going to be the job done at second? Yes, it is. All right. We give up 3 in the third. Let's see what we can do with the bat. Cody Bellinger. A 2-2 pitch. It's his first at bat as a Cub, I believe, and Bellinger lines it into right field, 1 away. All right, Yan Gomez. A little bit of Brazilian flair at the plate for this one. And he pops it up into center field. That'll be 2 away. I say Brazilian flair, it's just a football thing, it wasn't a soccer thing for the American viewers. Nick Madrigal is 0 for 0. Got hit first time around. This time he walks. So he's been on base twice with a bruise and a good eye. It brings Nico Horner, who hit into a double play last time around. And that is sliced away into right field. Can Madrigal get himself over to third? He's going for it. He belly flops and he gets there. So suddenly, runners at the corners. Can we get some of these runs back? Hosmer, who is 0 for 1. A 1-1 pitch. Hosmer. Oh, they've tried to pick off Horner. He's paying attention. Good work. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. Eric Hosmer swings, misses, and ends the inning. We needed that, didn't we? We needed that. Jesse Winkler to lead them off. He's going to face Stroman. It's a full count. And it is sliced away into left field. Underneath it is Happ, the left fielder. And that is 1 away. Christian Yelich comes in. Walked first time around, of course. This time he strikes out looking. All he does is look, boys. All he does is look. Can't swing the bat. Wimmer is up now. He struck out last time up. This time up he strikes out as well. Much better from Stroman. Alright, Trey Mancini to lead us off. 0 for 1 today. It's a 1-2 pitch. And he strikes out looking. 1 away for Happ, who is 0 for 1. A 1-1 pitch. Ian Happ grounds it to the first baseman. 2 away. Oh dear. And it's Dansby Swanson who walked last time up. It's a 3-1. Can he walk again? He grounds it to the shortstop, and that will end the 4th. We are 3-0 down. Still just the one hit for us. Bryce Turang to the plate. He is 1 for 1. A full count and a ground ball. Hosmer has it over to the base. He goes 1 away. In comes Garrett Mitchell, 0 for 2. Can we keep the 0? It's a 1-2 pitch. And it's a ground ball to the shortstop. Swanson over to Hosmer, the 2 golden gloves. And that will be 2 away. It'll come Uris. He is 1 for 2. Hit the 2 RBI single, of course, last time up. No RBIs on the bases for him this time around. Grounds it to Swanson. Couldn't have done that last time. And that'll do it for the 5th. But still the Brewers lead 3-0 here on opening day. Wisdom to the plate. He is 0 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch. And Wisdom has popped that up into right field. And that will be 1 away. Cody Bellinger now, 0 for 1. Come on, Cody. A 1-2 pitch. Bellinger strikes out looking. And it's Gomez. One thing you'll know if you are new to the channel, 2 things that just do my head in. One is striking out looking. It just does my head in. Just have a swing. And the second is walking in runs. Absolutely does my head in. But there's a ground ball. Would have been a double play if it was needed, but it wasn't. And you can kind of see why these guys absolutely smashed the pitching matchup, can't you? Rucker will come in for us now. Not a great day for Stroman, you'd say. 5 innings, 3 earned runs. That's certainly going to put the ERA up. Not far from double figures, isn't it? But we start there with an out. Very nicely done by Horner as well. In comes Rowdy Tellez now. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI. A 1-2 pitch. And Rucker strikes him out. So that's 2 down for Contreras. He's 0 for 2. Can we keep the 0? It's a full count. 2 out. Nobody on. Michael Rucker walks him. All right. Jesse Winkler, who's 0 for 2. A 1-2. There's the strikeout we were looking for. That ends the 6th. If we're there, aren't we? We're 1 good inning away, but we need Woodruff out of the game, it looks like. Horner is 1 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. And he strikes out 1 away. In comes Eric Hosmer, 0 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. Hosmer, no, it's going to get caught in centre field. Oh, is it? No, it is. A good catch too. Unbelievable. All right, Trey Mancini is 0. I mean, everybody's 0 for 2 except for Nico Horner, aren't they? Mancini has lined it out, or grounded it out, I should say, to the third baseman. That'll do it for the 6th. Still, we are scoreless with just the 1 hit. And it is Christian Yelich to lead them off. A 1-2 pitch. And that is popped up into left field. Happ is there. He makes the catch. And that is 1 away. In comes Weimer now, who is 0 for 2. And that is popped straight up. Horner and Swanson are there. Swanson will make the catch. That'll be 2 away for Bryce Turang, who is 1 for 2. First pitch swing, he hits it into centre field. It drops in front of Cody Bellinger, and that will be a 2-out single for Garrett Mitchell to come to the plate, 0 for 3. A 1-1 pitch. Mitchell into centre field. Bellinger is there again. It drops in though. And suddenly, it's just like the 3rd inning. We've got 2 out runners at the corners and things in danger of getting away from us. Urias to the plate. He is 1 for 3. And, oh, unfortunately for us, they're paying attention at first base. And of course, it's Urias that drove in the 2 runs back in the 3rd. This time he strikes out looking. We are 3-0 down, and it's time to stretch. Okay, welcome back. Happ to the mound, to the plate even. He is 0 for 2. We should just say he's had 2 at-bats, because everybody, as I said before, it's over, and he strikes out again. Dansby Swanson is 0 for 1. It's a full count. Swanson swings through strike 3. 2 down for Wisdom, who is 0 for 2. It's a 3-0. Get yourself on base here, Paddy boy. There he goes. All right. Can we make this a game? It's Bellinger. Come on, mate. Make an instant hero of yourself. It's an 0-1 pitch. Cody Bellinger has popped it up into right field. And that will do it for the bottom of the 7th. It is still 3-0. It's agonizingly close, isn't it? And Rowan Wick will come on to pitch for us. Going to face Adams. He is 1 for 3. It's a 2-0 pitch, and that is hit into centre field. It's going back towards the ivy, but Bellinger is there for 1 away. Rowdy Tellez, who is 1 for 3, comes in. It's an 0-1 pitch, and that is again going back towards the ivy, but again in left field this time. Happ makes the catch. 2 away. Willie Contreras, 0 for 2. First pitch swing. And that is going back into right field, but it's over the top of the right fieldsman's head. And on this occasion, it is a 2-out double. And the right fielder is Mancini, I think. Yeah, he's the one that's out there. So, all right, Winkler now. What is he? Is he 0? Yeah, he is 0 for 3. And we have intentionally walked him to get to Christian Yelich. What's happened to Christian Yelich? I thought he was really good not that long. He's only 31, so I thought when the Brewers made the World Series, I can't remember if they won the World Series or not, but he was certainly one of the stars of their team, and he has just put that over the fence in left field to make it 6-0 to Milwaukee, and there's not much wrong with Christian Yelich, is there? So a little bit like in the Canadian series with the Jays, Rowan Wicks has, brought his form over to the Cubs, unfortunately. Smiley comes in, gives up a leadoff hit for him. 2 out, runners at first now. And Bryce Turang, who is 2 for 3. There goes the runner, and Gomez can't get the throw in time. So we've got a man in scoring position now as well. A 3-1. And no idea where that's gone. I'll tell you where it has gone. I thought it was caught out there in left field, but it wasn't. And it's driven in another run. So it's 7-0. And they're doing the pity hits to give everybody a go. Quinn, I think that was, thrown out at first, but 4 runs in the 8th just about does it for us. And certainly early signs here are, I don't want to judge that hitting too much because Woodruff is very good, isn't he? 9 strikeouts now as well. He's on for a 1-hit shutout the way it's going. So make that a 2-hit shutout as Madrigal finds the Ivy out there in right field. Can he turn that into a triple? No, he slides into second. Is this the beginning of the great Cubs comeback? Or a Cubs back, we could maybe call it. Alright, come on. Mastrobuoni comes out now. He is pinch hitting for Nico Horner, which surprises me. Horner's not too bad, but Mastrobuoni gets one up the middle. Is that going to drive in a run? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Thrown out at the plate. Edwin Rios comes in to pinch hit now for Hosmer. And he strikes out, ends the innings, and we still don't have a run. Unbelievable. 10 strikeouts for Woodruff as well. Brian Anderson is going to pinch hit for them now. So yeah, I'm thinking, I don't want to judge the bats too harshly on this one because, like I say, Woodruff is obviously a good pitcher having a good day. The bullpen, though, I had my worries about it before the game. And Abraham Toro, another of our Canadians, comes in to pinch hit now. So yeah, but I am just a little bit concerned as Abraham Toro goes deep into left field and makes it 8-0. Well, the Brewers Canadians are doing okay. The Cubs Canadians, not so much. Now Milwaukee, I'm hoping are going to be a good side this year, or else it's going to be a rebuilding year, isn't it? You kind of got that sense, I think, last year, first episode there, where we looked at the squad. It looked a little bit, or the roster, I should say, it looked a little bit like a team that was in transition. But, I just think Stroman, to be fair to him, 1 inning, he had a bad inning, but the rest of it was not too bad, as Barnhart comes in now to pinch hit. But, you get the feeling the bullpen is, again, it's just, you could argue just the 1 inning and it was bad. But anyway, the bats have just not ever got going today as Happ pops it up into left field. So is Woodruff still on the mound? He is now 1 out away from a opening day shutout. It's a 1-2 pitch. And Swanson pops her up into centre field. That'll do it. We've been absolutely smashed on opening day, but you've got to give some credit to Woodruff. He was very good. So there we go. I think we've got to give some credit to Woodruff. He's very, very good, isn't he? So hasn't won a Cy Young, 2-time All-Star though, 30, and certainly based off of that performance, he will be a Cy Young contender this year, though obviously it's very, very early days in the season. But that'll do it for today. We are 0 for 1. Hopefully that's going to improve. Where are we over here? And it can only really get better it can only get better from there. It definitely can only be up. And we'll be back next time. Reminder, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we will be showing the Cubs. And we'll be back. I think we'll come back to face the San Diego Padres at home. They're a lot of money in that team, isn't there? So we'll see how we do against them. And hopefully, between now and then, we will have won a few games. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.